What's up, room shaker? What's up, room shaker? Wow, you the only one in here? Lord have mercy. Well, what's up, room shaker? Let me get to the road. We got a lot to talk about. We're gonna talk about this title in a couple of minutes. I want to give a shout out to the San Antonio Spurs. They won Game 3. Um, I just truly believe that Trump was sitting up in that stadium, in that arena, and it was some bad juju going on because people were already booing him when he was coming in. People were booing him at the bar. People were booing him during the national anthem. People were just booing him every time he came up. They were booing him, and I just think that it was some bad juju for the New York Knicks to have that man in that arena. They could have had a suite, but for some reason, maybe Wimbyama and Champagne felt some kind of way because he was there. I don't know, but he was not received well. So shout out to the San Antonio Spurs for winning Game 3 because it would have been over, but they said it ain't over until it's over. So we will see what happens for this next game. At least make it interesting, Jesus. So we're gonna see what happens. Um, yeah, we're gonna see what happens. This team is a little different. They're a little different. So we're gonna see what happens. And they're immigrants, okay? Most of San Antonio's team, their star players are not from the United States. I think Wimbyama is from France. So yeah, it's very different, very different team. So hopefully ICE don't take Wimbyama and send him back to France, because Trump will do it. He will find out a way to send Wimbyama back to France. So Wimbyama, make sure your papers and stuff good, because Trump will have ICE to come to your house. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. So my title today is I Hear Voices. What they say? Beef sector. I hear voices. What they say? Beef sector. My. So people are hearing things. People are telling people to come to their front door. I heard that people are hearing female voices. They hear male voices. They hear old people. They hear young people. It's just a cornucopia of voices. And they said somebody had ran. Now this is what I heard because I didn't get to see the video because the people that snatched the video down. But I heard that somebody was in their compression sock and they ran up them stairs and they got on okay, they got on Elon Musk internet and they start talking real low in their low voice like this. And they got real and they started telling people, you come by my door and I'll snatch you in. It's I'm just like, okay, who is it? Do you know where the voices came from? Did it come from above? Did it come from the left? Did it come from the right? Did it come from behind you? Whoever is messing with Brian, could y'all please stop messing with that man? Y'all know that that man is between radio stations. Stop messing with that man before he hurt somebody and hurt himself. Whoever doing these and throwing these voices, please stop throwing them voices because it's really affecting this man. I don't know who doing it, but can y'all please stop? Because the fact that Brian ran anywhere, that's what got me to say, you know what, this might be serious because he's running. You don't have to answer. Leave them hanging on the line. Oh, calling Gloria. Was it something that she said? All the voices in your head. Calling Gloria. Calling Brianna. LaDonna. I think they got Fontaine. I think they got Kamadi. You don't have to answer. Leave them hanging on the line. Oh, call it LaDonna. LaDonna. Mm. And can I say something? It seemed like these voices started when Ro was at that restaurant with them people, and then all of a sudden the voices came. Y'all notice when the voices arrived? Y'all catch that? Y'all notice when the voices arrived? So when Ro is moving on, eating at restaurants with friends, Ro done let his hair out and down. Okay? Looking like Sly Stone and the family over there. I'm everyday people. Okay? You got to learn. Come on, Ro. Looking like Sly Stone over there, boots and collars. But ever since Ro went to that restaurant and had friends and stuff, all of a sudden the voices pop up. Y'all notice that? You notice that? Baby, it's a lot going on. Gotta wait for the right day. So the new sector kicked off. Bye. Girl, the new sector kicked off. They could have came over here and did my banner challenge. Baby, my banner challenge got more play and more than that. Girl, it's like people come over, and then you got ghetto internet talking about something. I'm gonna be popping in and out because the game gonna be on. Ooh, what a way to start! What a way to start! I'm like, child, they ain't girl, and they ain't even committed. They ain't even committed. Okay, first of all, that thing is doomed because them people they ain't even in it. They heart ain't even in it. If your heart wasn't in it, why did you let me love me so? Something, I don't even want to mess up the words. But Ghetto already telling her he gonna be popping in and out because the game is gonna be on. Baby, my banner challenge got more traction. Okay? The banner challenge got more traction than that. That's how y'all starting it off. That's how y'all doing it. That's how y'all doing it. I have no words. I'm just like, okay, is this it? Is this it? So you girl, it's gonna be beef sector west. Same people, same old shit. Whatever. And the best part of Pizarro was fussing with me over immigration. Okay, honey, niece was hollering and screaming and stuff. Baby, niece lost her voice. She said, "Jude, Jude." Baby, niece lost her voice. Niece was screaming so loud she lost her voice. I'm like, girl, you know you can't deal with me like that, baby. Okay, Florida dirt, Florida dirt. You can't be fighting. So niece really lost her voice. But maybe that's how y'all started this sector. Okay. Girl, don't buy no stock in it. Might not get your return. But anyway, I'm gonna let them do what they think they need to do with this new sector. Um, I did see Rico. Rico was walking the streets of New York talking about corned beef. Rico, New York does have corned beef. You need to go into the Jewish section of town. You need to go to Coney Island. It's funny that you was mentioning Coney Island. You need to go to Williamsburg, Kew Gardens. I mean, you in Queens. Go to Kew Gardens. Wherever there's Jewish people, there's corned beef. Okay? There is pastrami and corned beef on rye bread. New York has some of the best corned beef. I don't know what you're talking about, but you haven't been to the right place. So you need to go to the Jewish part of town to get good corned beef. It's there. It's there. It is there. What's up, 420 Virgo? What's up, Ladon? What's up, Janice? I see y'all coming in. So that's where you need to go. But now I'm not trying to be messy, but people were saying on the low T's that Rico was low T's big for some food. That's why he kept on mentioning that 24-hour supermarket. And he said, when you have some money, wink, 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 we'll see that. And then somebody started on Rico on a cruise ship. They had on a one piece bikini. They had a one piece swimsuit on. Honey, showing all kind of thigh and leg and booty up on that cruise ship. And baby, okay. And then can I say something? Can I say something? Baby, if your internet cut off, don't be telling everybody your internet cut off. Yeah, because that's when my internet was cut off. Girl, it just be screaming struggle. It just be screaming struggle over there. I'm gonna leave that alone. I'm gonna let the Lord handle it. I'm gonna let the Lord handle it. We praying today that Hershey done changed out that battery. Hopefully she will hit the link and we don't be hearing no chirping and no beeping. Hopefully Hershey done changed out that battery. Because Hershey is now week 4 and that battery, it maybe all it takes is just getting the stuff out and changing out the battery. It's a D battery Hershey. That D battery is $1.25 at the Dollar Tree. Please change out that battery. Please change out that battery, Hershey. Please change out that battery. Good morning, Pastor. Did you see Ness on Rodney Pamela yesterday? No, I didn't. I didn't see her. But is she doing good? I hope she ain't looking like that other lady. Honey, that other lady look like she on that stuff. Girl, I'm like, what is going on? And you know, baby, that other lady look like she on that stuff. Baby, come back with some makeup on. Her eyes is all. I'm like, girl, is you all right? Her hair was all frizzled and frazzled, and then her counterpart over there eating cupcakes, so he looking like Huggy Bear over there. Okay, baby, he looking like Huggy Bear over there. Baby, it ain't, baby, I don't know what's going on in Chicago. I don't know if these ice raids done got these people a gibbering. Okay, I don't know if the unemployment and the high grocery bills got people stressed out. But baby, it's a lot going on in Chicago. And baby, if that's what getting off the B sector look like, baby, I better stay on for a little bit longer. Okay? Because if getting off the B sector look like that, girl, I'm gonna stay on just a little bit longer. Liberian girl, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. How should they be saying? I don't know. I don't know. But baby, it didn't look good. It didn't look good. It didn't look good. It looked like sleepless nights over there. It looks like I told the storm and the storm said, and okay, it was given I've been through the storm too long. Baby, it was given a lot. And then QB titty beat up. I'm like, ooh, he got titty meat. And he got Billy over there looking like Buddha and stuff. Don't get me wrong now. I done been there. Okay, I done been there. But thank God for deliverance. And Jesus got me out. Amen. GLP-1 in the gym. Amen. GLP-1 in the gym. Do what you got to do. Do what you got to do. But baby, you up there posing with them cupcakes like that, girl. All right. I don't know what's going on over there. It looked like some rough stuff. So there's a lot going on in the reset. I don't know why. They was dancing all in the street, her face all in the camera. And first of all, I'm like, who is this lady? Because I didn't catch it at the beginning. And I'm like, is that your name? I'm like, niece, what's going on? I can tell you. So no, I didn't get to see that. There was other stuff going on. And what were they talking about? Liberian girl. What was they talking? What were they talking about? It must have been big that Ness had to make an appearance because she walking and talking with Jesus. Okay, she's on the straight and narrow. She don't have time for the gas. She don't have time for sin. She don't have time for the darkness of the beef sector, and she don't have time for that. So something must have really, really happened for her to come on. I'm just saying. What happened? Thank you, baby. I'm down to 1,600 calories. I'm watching my calories, Jesus. I am. I am. So, yeah. Pray for me. Pray for me. Pray that I don't hear no voices saying beef sector. Beef sector. Now, I know Jesus heard voices when the people say, crucify him. Crucify him. But, baby, I ain't never heard nobody say beef sector, beef sector. How did that work? So, like, I be walking in the mall, and then somebody say, beef sector. And then I look, and I can't see them. Or if I'm in Macy's or Dillard's, and somebody say, beef sector. And I look, and I can't see them. How that work? How that work? Brian, I will I will drop down the link for you, Brian, because I want to know, is it different voices? And do it be coming from different places? I'm confused. I wish you wouldn't have taken the. Now, if you wouldn't have taken the video down, I would have been able to hear. But since you done took the video down, all I can go off of what the people tell me. Thank you, baby. Thank you, Liberian. Liberian be over there dry roasting me over at somebody else's channel. You know how these people do? They tell you look good, and then they'll go ahead and yeah. I ain't saying you did that though. I ain't saying you did that, Liberian. I ain't saying you did that. Is Brian on here? Brian, how you hear beef set? Like when you go to the food court, do you hear out of Chick-fil-A beef sector, and then you turn around and you don't see nobody? How you hearing these voices? How is you hearing these voices? I mean, I would have looked at your video. Now I would have got my lazy ass up to watch that video because you just can't make this shit up. I would have watched that video, but you done snatched that video down. And then they said you ran upstairs. I don't know. Maybe they said your compression socks was on, and you ran upstairs. They said you got on YouTube, and they said you was talking in a very low tone, right? A very low tone. And then they said that you was telling somebody they come to the door, you gonna snatch them in. Is everything all right? You need to see somebody. And then he said he think they live in an apartment complex that he live in. Girl, ooh, let me drink my. I don't know. I didn't see it, and I guess she came up on Rodney channel. Well, praise the Lord. I mean, maybe because Pizarro is starting to friend him his channel. I don't know. Don't get me to lie. I don't know what these people doing from day to day. I ain't even know she was back. I wasn't looking for her. But praise the Lord. I don't know. But I'm gonna drop this link. Brian, I don't know if you want to come up. I'm gonna pray. Because I really want to hear from you. And I ain't trying to be funny. I really want to hear from you. If somebody is doing this to Brian, I really want y'all to stop. Brian is in a fragile place right now. Um, he done moved. You know what I'm saying? He done moved, and that ain't funny because you know that man. Yeah, that ain't funny. She did a little Richard. See, little Richard was singing the gospel. Ooh, he was singing that gospel music, but gospel music wasn't paying him no money. And Richard said, "Woo, woo, woo, ba 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 loo ba ba la ba boom," and came right on back. I'm just saying, this is why I'm telling you all. This is a show. This show has nothing to do with how I live outside. This is a show, and the people only give you what you want. The people are only giving the audience what they want, and people don't want to see you do your daily devotions and stuff. They don't want to see that. They don't want to see that. You might need another channel for that. But baby, these folk want the mess. They want the shadiness. Okay? That's what they want. And people are realizing that, okay, and nobody ain't following y'all. Nobody ain't gonna, let me tell you something. Nobody won't even follow me. This is what I keep on telling you all. The beef sector is what it is. And one person does not make the beef sector. Lemon could be gone tomorrow. Somebody is going to fill in the gap. It ain't no kings and no queens and no beef sector. The beef sector will move on right without you. The beef sector will move on without me. I am not immune to this. And see, y'all got to realize that the same way they do stuff in the beef sector is the same way in Hollywood. Baby, you can take a holiday in Hollywood if you want to, and you don't be seen no more, and see how quick people will forget you. The beef sector is just a small slither of what entertainers have to deal with, period. And you can either try to catch the reign to be the people who are most competitive, the people who want to be the kings and the queens and get all the money and all of that stuff, they do the most extreme things to stay on. People like me, baby, it's just let me stay relevant, let me be in. If I get a few folks, as long as I can make my AdSense check, I'm good. I'm not trying to be competitive. All I'm trying to be is relevant, funny, be myself. All I'm trying to do is have a loyal following to be myself. And see, this is the problem that the 2.0s don't get. You're popular now, but your longevity is not there. And when you drop off, nobody is there. Nobody can care. And this is why I'm really concerned about Lemon for the most part, because even though Lemon is extremely popular right now, when your pages is going every week, that money ain't flowing like that. Even if you get cash apps, you're still missing out on your AdSense. And it's not consistent. I'm just saying. So the B sector is the B sector. Baby, you can leave and folk will forget your name and they'll keep on moving. And people realize that, and this is the thing too. When people are already insecure or may not have anything going on in their real life, they want the approval again of the beef sector or YouTube. And they will crawl right on back over. It is what it is. It is what it is. When you look at the beef sector for what it really is and what it truly is, It is an entertainment apparatus. You do your show and you leave. Stop getting intertwined emotionally and having these crazy soul ties with people who you don't know, people who will flip the script on you in a minute. These people ain't about your best interest. They're about their interest. Y'all were talking about talent and the fish egg over there and the caviar at the speakeasy. First of all, talent didn't want to sit with y'all in a public place where you have to spend a lot of time where you will share a meal. So what did he do? He gave y'all an old nasty piece of speakeasy where they have a limited menu and they give you drink, pretty much. He ordered food for you all. He didn't even think y'all could order for yourself. And y'all thought y'all was doing y'all business, but at the end of the day, he was just showing y'all that, oh, y'all ain't crap. They don't even know how to eat caviar. Look at them spitting it out on the in the napkin. And I'm like, cause that's the first thing I'm like, why y'all spitting that caviar out in the napkin? But again, it was for a reason. It was for a reason. And then this is the thing. I'm sitting here looking at him with the side eye. I'm like, they didn't have any mother of pearl spoon because everybody knows if you're gonna eat caviar that you eat it with a mother of pearl spoon, so it won't change the taste of it. But y'all sitting up there eating crackers, and then y'all eating osatrova and not Petrosian Beluga. I had to side eye that. So again, but it was a big for them. And no, he didn't want to be seen with them. And I can't understand for the life of me if you're so much beyond these people in the beef sector, then why don't you start your own sector with the geniuses and let's see how y'all do it. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all have a trifecta. If I'm not mistaken, it's talent, ghetto intellect, and binary. Aren't y'all the trifecta? Aren't y'all the geeky trifecta? I'm just saying. Um, Speaking of ghetto intellect, you look so goofy. I I don't know if it's the teeth. I don't know what, but you was looking real goofy with that bow tie. I don't know. Cause you don't even look like the Nation of Islam people. Most people who be wearing them bow ties look like they about to go sell a bean pie on 125th Street or pass out Muhammad Speaks. You just look goofy. And ghetto, I think you really need to get some permanent teeth. This is why I'm saying this, and I'm not trying to be funny. This is real. Your lips is starting to turn up like one tooth on the bottom. Your lip is turning up like that, and your lip muscle is getting weak. It's getting weak, and I think, look, ghetto, listen to me. You can go to Memorial Hospital in Istanbul, pay cash, dirt cheap. It's like one of the best hospitals in the world. It's recognized by the World Health Organization. It's called Memorial Hospital, and it's in Istanbul. They can get you together. They can get you together because your top lip muscle, something happening with it, and I noticed that with the top lip muscle, it kind of slumps in and then it turns up, and I see that happening. I think you really need to get some permanent teeth. I'm just saying. It's up to you. But the hospital is called Memorial Hospital, and it's in Istanbul, Turkey. And you got all that money. The most expensive part about it is going to be the plane ride. I'm just saying. One T turn up women on. Oh, Liberian, that's what it is. That's what it is, Liberian. And it's making him look goofy. It's like his mouth like this. You know, his mouth like this. Not like this, but like this. Okay. Anyway, see, this program is a wealth of knowledge. Istanbul, Turkey, and that hospital, it's no joke. I was watching a YouTuber, and he went to Istanbul to do a whole body scan. They fed him. They picked him up from the airport, took him to the hotel. Then the hospital picked him up from the hotel and got him to the hospital. His breakfast was free. His lunch was free. All of that was, well, it wasn't free, but all of that was an all-inclusive package. Guess how much he paid for that? It was a whole day. He started around about 8:30. They ended around about 5 o'clock. Guess how much was that? It was only $975. In the United States, that would have been at least 18,000. It would have been 18 grand right there. And they had all of the equipment there, so they didn't have to send stuff out. Everything was right there in that hospital. $975 to get a whole body scan. They did everything to CT scan. They did his teeth. They did his eyes. They checked his internal organs. I mean, they did the whole scan. $975 in Istanbul at a top hospital. This was not their low. This was their top hospital. I was floored. I thought they were going to say at least $5,000. No, $975. Not even 1,000. $25 from 1,000. So I'm passing this on to Ghetto. And Ghetto, like I said, Ghetto, I don't know what your dental insurance look like, but if you got a high deductible, go to Mexico or go to that place in Mexico. Mexico be doing teeth, okay? Mexico be doing teeth. Don't get it twisted. A lot of those dentists that's on the border in Mexico, they were trained in the United States. They just go to Mexico because they can get their money without being all of this red tape. Because the United States insurance company makes stuff so difficult. No, I'm just trying to help people, Dre Day, because a lot of people don't know this. A lot of people don't know this. I'm just saying, just trying to help the children. Okay? Somebody said, give a hand. Trying to help the brothers out. Each one teach one. Man. Okay. Baby, we done went from the $12, and I ain't mad at the $12, and I'm celebrating positive affirmation. But now people talking about the 24-hour supermarket, and when I get some money, and I want a corned beef. I have a hunger for some corned beef and some cabbage, and anyway, let me drink my coffee. I hear voices. What they saying? BEEFSECTOR. Brian, is you in here? Please come and tell me what's going on. Or better yet, Brian, if you don't want to come on my platform, because I know you in here somewhere, but if you don't want to come on my platform, could you please go on your platform and tell us what's going on? Because why y'all think Brian took that video off? Why y'all think he took that video off? Hold on for a minute. She coming over here and ain't looking at her mirror. How you gonna wait a minute? How is you gonna turn in my lane? And you got I'm looking at the signal on her rearview mirror lighting up. Okay? It's lighting up saying, hey, it's a car over there. And this hoe still trying to come over in my lane. Okay. I saw it. I saw it. The light is on. And here she gonna come Watson her ass over in my lane. I'm like, girl, you don't see this big old hunk of car? Okay, I'm back. Anyway, come on, Boonky. Don't do him like that, Boonky. Now I heard that he made beef roast. How was the beef roast? Did it look good? I don't know, cause like I said, I saw him walking. Cause in the morning nobody was on this morning, and so he was the only one on. I'm like, oh, okay, let me see what he's talking about. Child, he was walking the street. He was walking the streets. I guess he's trying to clear his mind or something. He was walking the streets talking about corned beef, and you can't find corned beef sandwiches in New York. And I'm like, you got to go to the Jewish neighborhoods. You got to go to Williamsburg and Kew Gardens and stuff. He back to cooking soul food. Oh, okay. So let's get back to Brian again. What y'all think going on with Brian? Do y'all think somebody is really messing with him? Because now this is what I thought, honest to God. I thought that he was on his live and somebody said beef sex. I thought he was on his live and somebody said beef sex. But y'all telling me he said that he heard somebody. What y'all think it is? What y'all think it is? Do y'all think somebody playing with Brian? Do you think Brian is trying to get clicks and views? Now, a lot of y'all said that he was really paranoid when he got home. Y'all think y'all can see it all in his eyes and all in his face. So a lot of y'all really think that somebody is messing with him. Well, why y'all think somebody messing with him? I'm just asking. And this is the thing, it wasn't the same voice. Now, according to y'all, now please correct me if I'm wrong, because I don't want to be lying on nobody. I don't want to be lying on nobody. But according to y'all said it was different voices. It wasn't just one voice. It was like different voices. Am I right about that? Now, if I'm wrong, please tell me I'm wrong so I can retract that. But allegedly, y'all say he said he hearing different voices. You think it's homework man trying to get back at him? Maybe homework man saw him talking to that other man in the parking lot. Or maybe it's the man in the parking lot. Now I don't want that man, Lord Jesus, let me stop that because I don't want that man's life to be turned upside down. But Brian was already thinking something about that man. So let me stop, because maybe you can't be sending stuff to fragile people. Because they'll take that thing and run with it. But what y'all think it is? Now, am I wrong? Didn't he say he was hearing different voices? It was like not like the same voice. It was like a high pitched voice, then it would be a low pitched voice, then it'd be an elderly person, then it'd be a young person. Now, didn't he say he was hearing different voices? I mean, Am I wrong? I didn't get to see the video because the video was taken down before I could see it. Do you think parking lot man and homework man working together? Huh? Because let me say this. Homework man would know about the B sector stuff because homework man has even been put in the B sector. So maybe these people are messing with Brian because they're the ones who know about it. You know what I'm saying? So maybe Brian is too close to the people. Maybe his outside folk now are messing with him on the inside. I don't know. But could y'all really confirm that? Didn't he say he was hearing different voices? Did he say he was hearing different voices? Can somebody please confirm that for me? Now, was it the same voice? Or was it maybe it's Jehovah trying off to be? I don't know. Maybe it's Jehovah. I don't know. Maybe it's Jehovah. I don't know. Yeah, because Honest Row is all up in Virginia. Honest Row up there eating food, looking like Sly Stone and the family, looking like Bootsy Collins over there. All right, and he just eating food and having a good time. Got mad about that. I'm like, why are you mad because the man eating food and telling the folk a little bit about the beef sector? I don't understand that. It's I mean, y'all told me that this man said he is hearing voices. Is that correct? Am I correct in saying that? You all said that he was hearing voices. You all told me that in his compression socks, he ran up them stairs and got on his internet and started threatening the people who was saying beef sector, beef sector, beef sector. That's what y'all telling me. Now, am I right saying that? Am I wrong? Did I say something wrong? Did I say something wrong? Please correct me. Because again, y'all be talking about I be trying to put 10 on 20 or 20 on 10 rather. But I just want to know, am I right saying what I just said? Oh Jesus, don't do that. Don't do that. I'm not gonna play with you, Boonky. But didn't y'all hear that? Hey, Miss Paulette. But didn't y'all hear that? Okay. Could somebody just kind of give me a rundown of what he said? Because what I'm gathering is that he was somewhere. He heard somebody say beef sector. It paranoid him. He immediately came home. They said he ran up them stairs with them compression socks all on his ankles and his calf and stuff. And then they said in a low tone, he started threatening the people who the voices that was saying beef sector. And he said that he think they live in his apartment complex and that he was telling them to come to the door and he would snatch them in. Now, that's what I heard. That's what y'all said. Am I right about that? Can somebody please confirm that for me? Can somebody please confirm that? And if I got some of this story wrong, could you tell me that I have the story wrong? Can somebody please confirm that who heard the video before it was snatched down? I don't think Brian is coming on the platform. I wish he would go on his platform and then explain it. Now, look, I ain't trying to be messy. I'm just trying to figure out who the voices were. Where did he hear him at? Did you hear him at the Galleria Mall? Did you hear him, okay, down at Sharpstown Mall? Did you hear him when you was walking in the park? When did the voices come? Is it black voices? Is it white voices? Is it Spanish voices? Is it Korean, Laotian voices? What kind of voice is it a baritone voice? Is it a soprano voice? Okay. Does it have a southern accent? What kind of voice? Was it an angelic voice? Was it a dark voice? Did you feel something with the voice? Could you please explain that? Y'all not. Somebody said that Brian and Bertha may live in the same apartment complex. Ooh. Girl, not living in the same apartment that Bertha may live in. Lord have mercy. You know, it's a lot of people that live in Houston. You know, now I don't think Chocolate Bay would do nothing like that. Chocolate Bay is too busy living his life. But then you got that cartoon person. You got Bertha May. You got Miss Regina. I ain't seen Miss Regina in a long time. Let me find out you scooting under chairs saying beef sector. Okay, I don't know if Miss Regina. You got what's her name? Who always win the Halloween competition. Okay, Demetra lit all day. She over there in Houston. Oh, it's a lot of people in Houston. It's a lot of folk, more than San Antonio. I'm just saying. Kiki, nah, baby, please don't put Kiki in this. Please don't put Kiki in this, cause girl, somebody apartment gonna burn down in Houston, and again, Kiki gonna be in it. Please don't put her in it, please. Please don't put her in it. Leave Kiki out of this, please. I'm talking about people who living in Houston now. We ain't telling what people origin is from. Please don't do that. I want to give a shout out to the San Antonio Spurs. They did win the game last night. Baby Trump done jinxed the Knicks. Baby, he was getting booed. Baby, he was getting booed when the car came in. He was getting booed when he walked in Madison Square Garden. He was getting booed at the national anthem. It's just a mess. So I don't know if somebody is setting Brian up. And I know Brian don't want to talk about it. But let me say this, it could be stress too. Because Brian has cut off all of his family except his brother, I think. And I think Brian is feeling pretty isolated right now. Homework guy, you know what I'm saying? I think that's a transactional friendship. I think Brian just deals with him when, he wants to. So I think it's transactional. I don't know nothing about the new man. Baby, we just heard that the man came up to him in the parking lot. We ain't heard no more about that. So that's interesting. I don't know if the new man still in the, I don't know what's going on. Fridge that. So anyway, it's a lot going on, but I'm really concerned about these voices. Because there's a couple of things. A, either somebody is messing with Brian and trying to push him over the edge. B, the voices are his. That's even scarier. I think that's it. Either the voices are his or somebody's trying to push him over the edge. Or C, it's C. This is a good storyline. It's gonna get attention. It'll give him some content so he can come and cuss people out and do all of that what he does. Those are the three, A, B, and C. A, somebody's pushing him over the edge. B, it's his head that he hearing the voices. Or C, it's good content and it's gonna get people to come to the channel. That's it. That's it. What y'all think? Now, can I say something? I was over. I don't know what got into me yesterday. I don't know what got into me yesterday. I clicked on a few links. I clicked on the Miss O link. Uh, yeah, because um, Malik tried to get funny with me, and I'm like, let me go ahead and talk to Malik face to face. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna just continue to type. Let me go on up here and confront Malik because he's claiming that it ain't no money in the beef sector, but yet people making money. Now, it may not be the money he wants, but people are making money. And then you got to realize that, what's up, Mayor? Then you got to realize that Brooke, and I like Brooke. Let me say this. I like Brooke, but Brooke is always on somebody's panel. And you cannot make your money on other people's panels. Because about time you start your stuff, you done told everything. You done did everything. So nobody want to come and see you. But Brooke, I'm telling you, Brooke has been here longer than a lot of people. And maybe Malik is the hindrance of her not making the money. I don't know. But we had that conversation. And then Malik talking about people making money, eating and staying at hotels. So I'm like, so you're gonna start going to Panera Bread and eat some sandwiches, and you're gonna go start going to hotel rooms. That's what you're gonna do. Now he got mad at me because of that, and you know I was being sarcastic all the way. I don't know. I just felt like bothering somebody, and Malik was giving me very much noble because Malik be getting all emotional and stuff, and I was laughing my ass off because Malik get mad. He really gets mad. And I was just hollering. So I went on over there and I thought I was done. But then I went on over there. I think it was Pizarro's channel and somebody's channel. Was it Demas? Oh, it was Demas. Oh, because Malik was on Envy's channel. Let me scratch that. It was Envy and RNY channel that Malik was on. And then I went to Demas O's channel and Pizarro was over there with her conspiracy theory ass talking about immigration. Now, again, y'all, I can't deal with ignorance. I can't deal with ignorance. And I'm like, Pizarro, these people are not taking anything from us. The problem is corporations are hiring these immigrants because they're cheap labor and they don't want to pay people in the United States living wages. And I had to remind her that the minimum wage for the state of Florida, I believe, is $7.25 for the state of Florida. And so I was telling her that according to statistics, immigrants don't commit crimes like regular people do. And I had to remind her that the Republicans and Democrats had gotten a bill that was bipartisan that would get more judges on the border to, you know, look at these claims that these people had. And she forgot all about that. But my thing is, if they taking our jobs and stuff, okay, now they're gone. So they need construction people, Pizarro. So, I mean, they say your husband don't work. I don't know if that's true or not, but let them let them go pick some plants or work them construction jobs. What's up, MB? I want to give a shout out to MB. MB is my girl. MB, if you in here, we miss you, MB. We miss you. But I want to say that there's a lot of jobs in Florida. Why isn't your husband taking those jobs? Pizarro, you can go make a bed up at the Hampton Inn. Why you ain't doing that? Those jobs are readily available. You know why? Because you don't want to work hard for a little bit of money. All right, MB. So that's what I was trying to get. Y'all always want to scapegoat some people, but yet you want to leave out the real problem. The United States like cheap labor. And corporate America would rather cut you and pay them less. And believe it or not, let me say this. If they can get machines to do it, they would cut out the immigrants as well. Case in point, the state of Florida. They don't need orange pickers anymore. They have things now where a truck drives through the orange groves and shakes the oranges off the trees. So they don't need orange pickers anymore. So that's a job gone. And that's what you don't get. Corporations are the major problem. And you know them immigrants are doing jobs that you don't do. Those people don't get taxes. They don't get tax refunds back. And then she wanted to talk about the education piece of it. I'm like, do you not know that foreign students have to pay all of their tuition before they even get here? And they got to prove that they are, capable of supporting themselves, or they have somebody to support them. I know this because I had to deal with it. And you just can't find. And then she tried to get shady, talking about because you can't keep a job. Girl, bye. I know you ain't talking to me like that. Not me. Because one thing you ain't never heard is me complaining that my air condition is off and it's hot. Because baby, my air condition is fixed. It's fixed in my cars. It's fixed in my house. Okay? So again, I just don't get this. And then she got real mad when I started talking about them crab legs. But I love Niece. I love me some Pizarro. We just don't agree politically. And she'd be the first one to tell y'all not to vote, which is like mad work to me. So I'm like, girl, bye. So we had that conversation last night. So I don't know why I felt like that, but I started hearing this, and I'm like, the information that you're saying is not correct. It is not correct at all. Nobody ain't stealing your job. Those are the jobs that nobody ain't doing. And then when grocery prices go up, she'll be begging y'all for some money. Okay, she'll be begging y'all for gas money. I'm just keeping it above. And I don't know where the hell Pizarro lives, but let me tell you something. If you don't think rent prices done gone up in Miami, Miami is the hardest place to live for people who are lower middle class and low wealth. The rent has just quadrupled in Miami. I'm just saying. And this is the thing. I'm from Florida. I still have ties to Florida. And baby, you can't sit here and pull the wool over my eyes because I know that state. Girl, not a work van, Jesus. Okay. Well, work ain't honest, but it pays the bills. Look, it ain't my business. So I hope starting this new sector, help them out or something. I'm just saying. So I went on over there and messed with Pizarro over there. It's just been an interesting week. What's up, Ashy Dirty Feet? It's just been an interesting week. It has really been an interesting week. I ain't shaded. And I wasn't even mad at Pizarro. I just felt like being just some got in me and just let me go on over here and argue with this woman. That's how I felt. And I wasn't even mad at it. I just did it because I knew that, and then Niece's throat got a little, honey, her throat started cracking. Her throat started cracking and stuff. I'm like, Niece, why your throat cracking? I said, go get a cough drop. I said, go get some Halls or something. Go get a cough drop. Oh, let me give you this, Pizarro. I think this will help you out, Pizarro. Let me share this with you. I think you might need to get some of these. Let me see if I can find it, Lord. Is it here? Wait a minute. I'm trying to find something for Pizarro. This might help her throat. Oh, I can't find it. I think I might have. Oh, there it is. There it is. Pizarro, you need some of this for your throat. It's called Fisherman's Friend. Okay? This is what all the singers use. Okay? All the speakers use this. It's called Fisherman's Friends. You can get it at Walmart, Walgreens, or CVS. They don't sell it at Dollar Tree and Family Dollar. They sell it at CVS. They sell it at Walgreens and Walmart. You need some of this for your throat. I'm gonna take one now. Now don't get the peppermint. Get the original. So see, I'm trying to see how much information I am. See how much Pizarro. This is what you need right here. Fisherman Friends. Now this is for Rico. Rico, I see you still got that persistent cough. Rico, you need to go get some Buckley's. Buckley's. I don't know. They may sell it in New York, but baby, Buckley's will get you together. I don't know. I found that my Jamaican brothers and sisters, they ain't never call off sick at work. And she said, we take Buckley's. And it's a Canadian medicine. But baby, let me tell you something. That stuff tastes like liquid death. But it will get you together. Okay? Rico, it will take care of the cost 5 years ago. It's called Buckley. Buckley. Buckley's. I think that's how you spell it. Baby, I'm not telling. Look, all I know is Buckley's will help that cough. That's all I'm saying. I'm trying to be very upbeat. I'm not trying to go there. See, y'all being a little messy. I'm telling you where you can go. Demons, oh, could you come up here, please, and give me some insight on this Brian and the voices? What you think the voices is? I think it's three things. I think either somebody is trying to mess with Brian, or Brian is hearing the voices in his own head, or this is a play for clicks and views. What you think, Demons O? I done dropped the link down for you. Baby, Demons O had an old nasty piece of show. Thank you for letting me up, Demons O, to talk to Pizarro, or as that lady said, Pizarro. I'm like, where you get all of these extra syllables? It's Pizarro. Girl, where did Pizarro? I'm like, baby, leave it to black people, baby. We would add some extra words to some stuff. Buckley's is very good for the call, and Fisherman's Friends is good for the voice and stuff. Because, you know, Pizarro's voice was given out. You can't out yell me. Pizarro's voice was given out. I felt sorry for Niece. Niece's voice was given out. All that yelling and screaming. But Pizarro, that's what you got to do. You got to take some Fisherman's Friends. Demons, oh, where you at? Are you driving? And also, Rico, they do have corned beef sandwiches in New York. You got to go to Williamsburg. You got to go to Kew Gardens. Wherever there's a Jewish population, baby, you know there's corned beef sandwiches. I don't know what you're talking about. Where's D Miss O? She makes me so sick sometimes. Please do not. Oh, Lord Jesus. Baby, this truck was about to make it happen. Baby, these people are drunk. Wait a minute now. Wait a minute now. Okay, now you stay in your lane. Stay in your lane. Demons O.
Hey, Pastor.
Demons O.
Uh huh.
Baby, what is going on with the girls? What is going on
I
with the
don't
girl?
know. I just saw the nasty piece of title. I ain't even click over there, so I have no idea what voices that he's hearing. It may be the voices of his family members since he didn't do right by them.
What you say? It may be the voices of what?
It might be the voice of his family member because he didn't do right by them. You know, they might stick around. The spirit might stick around for a while because you ain't do right by them before you go. That's why I do right by people because I don't want nobody haunting me.
Mm. Check this out. I heard he got a little upset when Ro was at the restaurant with his friend.
I'm sure he did because that's somewhere where he would like to be with Ro.
Mm.
And that's
Also,
never gonna
too,
happen.
you
I'm gonna
really
end up
had a
eating
good
them.
show, Miss O. Thank you for allowing me. I really didn't want to take over your show like that, but you know, Pizarro was making me mad with that immigration thing.
Y'all was cutting up.
But Niece did lose her voice. Niece didn't want to admit it, but Niece lost her voice. And I was just roast. I don't know, because before I came to your channel, I was on RNY TV and Envy's channel because Malik was up there. And so I was going back and forth with Malik. I don't know. I just had a fighting spirit yesterday. I don't know why.
Yeah, you and Pizarro, y'all was something else, but that was a controversial topic. But yeah, when I seen you down there, the thing to come up, I was like, oh shit, I already know why he coming up.
Hold on for a minute. They said they hear feedback. Give me a minute, y'all.
It might be my phone because I'm on my phone in the car, but I'm not moving though.
Okay, I think it was me. I think it was me. Brian wants to be with Ro. I can't understand why he can't let that man go. Cause it seemed like the man, he always say, leave me alone, let that man live. So now the man is living, and then you want to talk about the man. See, that's what I don't get. The man is living, and now you want to talk about the man. Okay, somebody got to let me in. Come on, lady. Okay, baby, these people driving like they don't know Jesus in the pardon of their sins this morning, and this is really pissing me off.
They excited about the Spurs catching that win, and they don't know what to
Baby,
do
I
with
think
it.
Donald Trump jinxed them. I truly believe Donald Trump jinxed them. I sure do.
Yeah, because it was only like 1 or 2 points, so yeah, it might have been dumb.
Yeah, yeah. Well, the score was 115 to 111, I think.
Oh, I thought it was about two like points, so it was about four, 115 to 111. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Ro got
That
a
wasn't nothing
boo.
but a free
Okay,
throw.
yes,
Like,
go
yeah,
boo.
Donald Trump, that was that demonic energy in the air.
You know what? I don't know if that was a man or not. I don't know if it was a man or woman. I don't know who Ro was with. I don't know. But it don't matter, because again, Ro could call D Miss O and still get cussed out, because it's like people are possessive of any person that Ro is with. Like when I went to go see Ro in Virginia, that was a whole big problem. And then it was even mentioned that I probably slept with Ro. I'm like, what are you talking about? So it seems like anybody who Ro hangs around with becomes a problem, whether it's male or female.
I can't wait till I visit with Ro, and he is gonna lose 3 organs. He ain't gonna know what to do with himself.
Well, I'm really concerned about them voices.
Yeah, that is something he need to go see a professional for because seriously, if he really is hearing voices, he's got that means his diagnosis is what I always thought it was. It might be a little schizophrenia.
Well, this is the thing. I say there's three things. Either somebody could really be messing with him, or it could be in his head, or he's doing it for clicks and views. However, the people said he was very upset. He was very paranoid when he came on that camera. And they said, that didn't look like an act to them. So that's what is concerning to me, because they said it didn't look like an act. They said he looked like he was really bothered. And I'm like, whoa. So I don't know if somebody is trying to do that to him, but when you hearing voices and stuff, you know, I'm with you. You might need to go talk to somebody, because, yeah. And then he said that he believed that the people live in his apartment complex. I mean, it sounds crazy. You know what I'm saying? It sounds like off. I'm like, what? And when the people was telling me, I'm like, y'all lying. So I went to go see the video, and the video was gone. So he done snatched the video off.
He does that every time he does extra food on the video, he takes it down. This is the new apartment that's having problems already.
Okay, the new one.
Oh Lord. I'm proud of him for getting up first, last, and deposit.
Okay, but this is the thing now, Demons. Oh, somebody said that he lived in the same complex that Bertha. Ah! They tell you don't move in the apartment complex. Bertha Mato moved in.
Well, he better be careful because creeping around that corner, make sure you keep that black tape on that phone, nephew.
Somebody said Brian probably lying because, well, like I said, after the Seattle situation, we don't know what to believe. You know what I'm saying? One minute you telling everybody you in Seattle and collecting money and funds and stuff, and then you telling everybody to kiss your black natural booty because everybody's only just saying, well, hey, you the one who said you was in Seattle. So you know how people be. You know how people are, Miss O. So I was very surprised, but I don't really know what to believe. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know if it's for real. I don't know if it's for a show. You really don't know with these people these days. You really don't. So,
Well,
Miss
one
O, what
thing,
is
if
going?
it's an act, then he got a problem. If it's not an act, then he got a problem. Either way,
Mm,
because anybody who pretends that you hearing voices has a problem too. So either way, he has a problem.
mm. Well, what is look, what's going on? Now I saw. Let me tell you something. Now, William Carruthers came for me because again, he wanted to
Not
w-
Mr. William.
yeah, baby. I brought up the little Natasha thing because he don't like that. But I'm like, how you gonna tell somebody and a woman international who you ain't even touched no part of the P? Okay, you ain't even much touch her lips. Okay, the only thing you had was a virtual relationship, and you sending her your social security check. Um, really talking about something? I take care of the woman I'm with. Well, you were never with her. She was always somewhere else, and you could never go visit her. And baby, let me tell you something. William McCruthers is some kind of fool over there, but I'm gonna leave it alone. And Uncle Remus is now making appearances, and so he kind of got a little mad. I don't know. I was just feeling some kind of way yesterday. I was listening to this foolery, and I'm like, these people foolish, and it just made me mad a little bit. But anyway, so what's going on with Lemon and stuff? Have you kept up with the Lemon saga? I haven't, so I'm really kind of
No, not
oblivious.
really. I mean, the last live I caught, I don't know if it went live last night, but the last live they had a whole bunch of going on over there with Malik and Ghetto and a couple other people. So they had a lot going on. But no, I don't know what he did lately because that live he went to sleep and Goosebumps took over, and I woke up getting ready to catch your show, and Lemon was still live yesterday with Goosebumps up there talking, and no Lemon in sight.
Oh, he drinking again?
He say he ain't drinking. He might have just been sleeping.
I don't know. That don't sound. It sound like drinking again. I ain't trying to put that man in that category, but that don't make no sense that you going to sleep and then Goosey is taking over your show. That's crazy.
Well, I was surprised to see Gucci because he left us.
Child, these people ain't leaving. They're opportunists, so as soon as they can find their way back in. Now, the girls is telling me that Ness was on Rodney's panel on yesterday, and they asked me, did I see it? I'm like, no, I didn't see
Oh,
it.
what? Nessa done came back.
Yeah, they said she done changed her name back to Ness No Mess instead of
Oh,
Ness
what
No
happened to
Flesh.
the Lord?
Uh, mm, I don't
Uh,
know. Look at me. I don't know. So yeah, and then I told you I saw Fi Babe. Um, baby, she looked bad. Miss O.
I was gonna let you just see it naturally.
I saw it, and I'm like, is she on that stuff, baby?
They look like they was having fun at the little event, though.
They looked like they was having fun, but looked like she needed to have some fun. Looked like she been having some struggles, and it was sad. I was like, "Ooh, is she okay?" You know me, Miss O, because if
Why
it
do
was
people think something wrong? What y'all? They look like they was just feeling the moment, feeling the liquor,
well,
feeling the.
it wasn't the moment that they was feeling. Everybody was just looking at her, and her physical appearance has changed. You know, Miss O, she didn't look like
Well,
she
she
used
has
to.
gotten older.
I'm older
She
than
aging.
damn. I
What
don't
y'all
know
think
this.
it is?
I don't know. I hope she all right. And then I went to go see QB. They said, Jay, you need to go see QB. Child, like he eating cupcakes and shit.
Oh, he done gained some weight.
Baby, I went to go see a short, and I'm like, ooh. I mean, you see a little titty meat and a little gut. I'm telling you. But
Well, he do
I'm
work at the bakery. I don't know if he still works there, but that can put it on for you right there. That'll be a hard
okay.
cake
I
to
guess he's
eat.
been making cupcakes for himself. Okay, baby. I guess he been making cupcakes for his own benefit. I'm like, Jesus, keep me near the cross. But like I said, it's a lot going on, Miss O. Um, but how you doing? You doing all right?
Oh yeah, I'm doing very well.
What you doing for Juneteenth?
I don't know. We have little events here. We went to something last year. We might do an event at the farmers market, something like that, where they gather and they have music and sell different goods and stuff like that. You know, like the little open air festival type thing.
Okay, okay. Not QB turned into QBCD and EGFI. Okay, baby. It was a lot going on.
Not
It's a lot.
the alphabet. They thought he's spreading like the alphabet. Y'all know y'all wrong for that one.
Oh, let me see what they saying here. Oh my goodness. Well, a lot has been going on. A lot has been happening. So I'm just like I said, I'm checking it out. And then of course you heard me and Malik on RNY and Envy's channel because Malik said that Brooke is not gonna come on no more. That we ain't making no money in the beef sector. And I'm like, you may not be making no money, but I get a check every 21st. And it's good. You know what I'm saying?
I
It's
think they
not what it
wanted Brooke
used to
for the
be.
frenemy sector.
Are they doing what?
I think they wanted Brooke for the frenemy sector.
Oh, that's what they want her for. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Hmm. Interesting.
Pastor, the frenemy sector used to be on the board because that's up your alley. You don't drag kids. You don't drag. You don't dox people. You don't speak on the dead or wish people death.
Yeah, I mean, but I'm good. I'm good. I'm like Lady Nika. I done been here. I'm good. I ain't stressing it out. Um, I will probably look at the frenemy sector and comment on it. But I saw I guess that was a soft launch. So I saw the soft launch and I'm like, okay. And then here come Ghetto talking about something. I'll be there periodically because I'm watching the game. I'm like, ooh, talk about dedication. I mean, I'm like,
He
already.
already fucking up. Look at
Okay,
him.
that's what I'm saying. I'm like, I mean, why you even had to say that? You all you had to say is, yeah, I'll be there, and then you could have been there and then popped out. But no, you gonna tell the people that the game is more important than the sector. I'm just like, okay. I just sit and look. I just sit and look and listen. That's about it. Just sit and look and listen. So it's gonna be really interesting with these sectors, but I'm gonna let these people sector on and do what they need to do. But at the end of the day, hey, starting a new sector takes work. You just don't say, okay, I'm gonna start it and then pop out and start doing this stuff. It actually takes work. And I think people gonna realize that people will say they with you, but you'll see where they really are. So we'll see what happens.
Mm. Yeah, and then the people commit it first, but then they kind of fall off. Is what's seeming to happen. But yeah, it's a lot to say you're gonna do this and get behind this and run this for over an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours. Everybody think it's easy, but that shit is not easy. You got to be dedicated to your thing. Unless you somebody who can get away with leaving your channel, I can't get away with that. I have to stay up there the whole time. So you have to be focused on what's going on, who's trying to come up, what's going on in your chat. It ain't as easy as people think it is.
Mm. Yeah, y'all say Wimby is a dirty player. I guess he is. I guess there are a lot of dirty players, but he did what he had to do.
But
He
you
did.
make it look easy though, Jay Wilson, because you just be coming on in your car, coming on when you go to the next destination and popping on while you just do you the way you haven't got it narrowed down is that you make it work with your life. So you already living your life, so you just bring this with you when you can, and it's not no hard whole lot of effort. It's
Yeah.
effort, but you made it seamless. Like, okay, I'm doing these things anyway, so I'm gonna come on, and so
And
you're
that's
not
how
having
it
to set
should
aside
be.
time.
That's how it should be. You know, people always say, Jay Wilson, you always on. Well, let me say this, if I were not on, as I'm going to my place of employment, I would be watching CNN or I would be listening to Sirius XM. I mean, that's what I would be doing. So again, it's no big whoop to me. And then even when I'm coming back home, I would be doing the same thing. Now I always look at World News Tonight at 5:30. So that's why you probably never see me on at 5:30 because I'm actually looking at the news for the most part. And so I get home. So I'm not doing anything out of the ordinary. And because San Antonio is such a large city, I mean, you can have a friend live on the other side of town and it may take you 45 minutes to an hour to get to their place because it's such a vast amount of land. It's a big place. I don't think people realize that San Antonio is huge. So again, if I'm going
Very
to certain
huge. It's
places,
spread out huge,
yeah,
wide, wide. Yeah.
yeah. So if I'm going to a new place, the bottom line is, or if I'm going somewhere, I might as well get on because it's nothing to sit and talk to you all. But now when I'm with friends and when I'm with family, you don't see me come on. You see what I'm saying? It's a no go. So I just think that's the big issue. Just trolling said Jay Wilson has Lemon really backed out of the news sector. Ness seems interested. I don't know. Just trolling. I don't know.
Oh, Ness seemed interested in a new sector. Well, Buttercup, you before you left and found the Lord, you was doing a lot of those things on the list that you can't do. So I don't know if she eligible. And I hate the fact that she just dropped the Lord so easily. Like I'm offended. Like and a man of the word like you, Jay Wilson. I mean, people can just so casually just leave it alone, and you would say you was dedicating your life. How is that possible?
My thing is this. I think people get it mixed up. This is a show. This has nothing to do with me personally and how I feel about people. And this is a show. I come on and do my show. It's no different than Ricky Smiley morning show. It is no different than Tom Joyner when he used to do his show. We talk about things in the beef sector. It's our sector. So it's no different than those shows. It's no different to me than a comedy set. Once you finish, you're done. This is a job. This is another stream of income for me. This is all this is. I do my show. But when you want to intertwine things with it, then it becomes a problem. Now, sometimes on my show, we may talk about serious topics. We may do XYZ. But at the end of the day, it is a show. And until people start realizing that, then they're going to always have these issues. I mean, it's a show. And that's what has really helped me because I know that's what it is. And when you make it anything more than that, then that's when you run into problems. That's why I used to tell people, y'all too emotionally invested in this. Y'all worried about people who don't even know you. This is why I leave crazy people alone. When people are trying to dox folk and do all of this stuff and they don't even know you, it's because they got a problem. They have a problem with you and something within them has some envy or that dislike. How do you dislike somebody you don't even know or somebody's doing their show? And I think people are mentally unstable. And I think this particular apparatus really, really um, highlights or puts a spotlight on people who have some serious mental illness because no one should be making you angry and upset when you don't know them. And this is a show. And I just find it really something else. So that's why I tell people, baby, I don't care what people say or do. At the end of the day, it's a show. I don't know these people, but some people can't hack it, and this is what they do. So, hey, that's, I mean, what do you think, Demus? Oh,
Yeah, I've gotten a lot better with that. You used to counsel about that and realizing these people not in your daily life, and you can come out here and whine, complain or whatever, plead, do whatever you want to. They gonna be how they gonna be because it's for the show for them. They don't care about your feelings. They don't care about what you got going on. So you have to address it the same way. That's why I've changed a lot because it's like. No, I'm not gonna be coming on here telling the truth and trying to like reason with people who ain't trying to reason with me. These people are here for a show. So whichever side that makes me look the worst, then that's what they gonna run with. So it's up to me to
exactly,
change that. Yeah.
exactly. You can't reason with an unreasonable person. You can't make logic or show logic to an illogical person. It's no need to waste your time. And I understand when the Bible says, "Don't throw your pearls before swine, lest they trample them." They don't understand. So again, why sit here and try to reason with unreasonable people and deal with unlogical people and people you just can't. I mean, when it comes to religion and stuff like that, I mean, unless I really want to argue with somebody, but for the most part, to really reason with people, no, I'm not. I came here to do a show. I ain't trying to be stressed out. Believe what you want to, do what you want to. That's it. I don't, like I said, I don't dox people. I don't do all of this foolishness. I come and do my show, click off, and that's it, and we move on. I'm not here to ruin people's lives. I'm not here to call people, and that's another thing too. You know, I look at Rico and shake my head because he cannot stand me, and he really has the disdain for Spill It Boy and I guess Stomp Down. But in actuality, the people who've done the most damage to him were the people that he gravitated to the most. You see what I'm saying? I didn't call the Humane Society. I didn't call the police. I ain't do none of that. I didn't have you make chicken and rice and then eat it and went off with somebody. I didn't do that to you. That's somebody who you liked who did that to you. The only thing I've done is really just say, okay, Rico done put all his business on and we're going to talk about it. And I keep on telling him, stop putting your business up because the more you put your business up, the more people are going to talk about it. So everything that I've given him was sound advice. But I look at that and the people who've done more damage to people, yeah. Yeah, I just realized that I'm not calling folk jobs. I don't do that kind of stuff. Even when I've had the opportunity to do it, I'm like, no, this ain't right. You don't do this kind of stuff. And so now you're seeing a lot of stuff happen. So again, yeah, all of this foolishness and what these people are doing, I'm gonna let them do it. That's them. Stuff always ends up not working right for them when they do that kind of stuff. I don't do that. Nah, will I be a little messy and roast and gag on here? Yeah, but that's it. That's as far we gonna go. And we gonna keep it a light. So what's up, Rodney? Rodney, I see that people that made an appearance on your show. Come on now. And okay, Rodney, we'll see what happens. Rodney, are you okay? Because it seemed like you've been really having issues with people. What's going on, Rodney? Was it a lemon thing with
It's
you?
this B-sector thing. I think that's they keep on dragging that out. I mean, we've been asked so many different ways what our opinion was. Everybody has a different opinion about whether he's B-sector or not. But I think that is like kind of like the catalyst for a lot of what's going on. I think Rodney, is like basically like how I used to do. Like, no, I've been here. This is like telling people, trying to have people hear your story and going on. But the
Well,
more you do
you
it, the
beef
more they
sector,
drag it
you beef
out.
sector. Why are you trying to prove something to people? I mean, are they paying you for this? Do you get appearance fees for being beef sector? I mean, you in the sector.
No.
You in the sector, and what people, and let me tell you something. If Rodney wasn't beef sector or at least closely affiliated, you wouldn't have these people from other sectors trying to gravitate towards him to use him as a catalyst. I see it for what it is. I see it for what it is, and this is why I have kind of left that alone too, because I'm like, Rodney has been here longer than most people have been here, and a lot of people came from different sectors. It's what you're doing now, and I just think that the more Rodney fights it, the more Rodney tries to prove it, the more these people want to push the issue. And my thing is close the oven door to stop the oxygen. Once you stop the oxygen, there's no more fire unless you want the fire. And a lot of people want the fire. There are some people I'm not going to give a time of day to. You know why? Because they're not beef sector and I see what they're trying to do. And I'm not trying to give persons fighting and going back and forth. I'm not trying to do that with people. You know, Malik tried to do that last night. I'm like, child, please, Malik. I ain't arguing with that man because at the end of the day, that's not what I do. And he's banned over here. I don't even have conversation with him, so I'm not getting ready to fight with him. But I'm fighting with you because you said it ain't no money in the beef sector and people making money. So is it you and Brooke not making money? Then he said he and Brooke was making money. Then I'm like, well, either you're making money or you're not making money. What is it? But anyway, but with the Rodney situation, Rodney just need to keep on moving and doing his thing. Somebody said the ABC community stole something he really wanted. What was that, Room Shake? What did we steal? Room Shaker, what did we steal? Now, don't come on, don't leave us in a mystery.
Not the ABC.
What the ABC people, girl, the alphabet people. What did the alphabet people steal? Room Shaker. Well, let keep on making your mark, then, Rodney. That's all I'm saying. Keep on making your mark. Why even address certain things? I mean, I guess you want to because it's content. I ain't mad. Right now, are you hearing voices? Are you hearing voices of B sector? I want to know, did anybody else in the B sector been hearing voices and people saying beef sector? Now, I went to the mall yesterday and I didn't hear nobody yell beef sector. So is anybody else hearing voices? You hearing voices, Demons? Oh, I just want to know.
No, I ain't hearing no voices.
Okay, Rodney, are you hearing voices? I just want to make sure, Rodney. Oh, healing voices? Okay, okay.
Oh, come on there. Come on,
Come on,
healing.
healing voices.
Come
Okay.
on, healing.
Come on, healing. Come on now. Room Shaker, what was it? Because I don't watch that man. And if you don't tell me, I won't know. Malik do the same thing to Lemon too. Okay. Okay. Well, Lemon was trying to be messy with me and Mr. Carruthers. I knew what he was trying to do. Lemon is messy too. You just gotta love it. You just gotta love the messiness. I just wish he could be messy and keep a channel. No, I'm hearing voices. Oh, okay. All right. Oh, you said hearing voices. Oh, okay. We thought you said healing voices. Okay, he had a little typo, but healing voices would be nice. Okay. All right. Come on, healing voices. So Rodney ain't hearing voices. Demons O ain't hearing voices. Nobody else ain't hearing voices. Pastor Rodney in the chat asked him. So Rodney, oh, oh. So you saying that Rodney is a token gay? Is that what you saying? Is you saying Rodney is a token gay? As long as he got a gay person, he can do. What are you trying to say? I don't want to put words in your mouth. What you trying to say? Brian just watched Ghost one too many times. Okay, he think he Oda Mae Brown. Sam Weed. Sam Weed. Okay. Oh my God. Arlette. Oda Mae. What you done did to your what she said? Morticia. What you done did to your hair? Is that you? It's called Autumn Summer. Okay. Oh my God. Oh my God. Morticia, what you done did to your hair? Let me find that. Let me see if I can find that. Morticia, what you done did to your hair? Y'all, Serena Williams coming back, so I'm gonna be watching that.
Was she returning to the sport?
Uh-huh. She's returning in doubles. She's playing with I can't think of that lady's name now. Mabuko from Canada, black sister from Canada. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna be interested. I know I'm gonna be happy to see that or whatever. And summer is tennis months. Boy, my birthday is for years. I have been
Room
always
Shaker,
know my
what's
birthday
up?
coming. Oh,
Hey,
hey, Room
Pastor.
Shaker.
Hey, TMO. I had to hit the link because I think we was getting lost in transit. No. Rodney said the L whatever that them letters is, they stole something from him, but he said he wasn't gonna clarify yesterday in his live for people to play in his trauma. But he said that the ABC community did take some that he really wanted.
Who said that, Rodney or
Rodney,
well, what did they take that he wanted?
I don't know. He said it really hurt him, but he said he ain't gonna speak on it because he don't want people throwing in his face and playing with it. So I was like, I don't know what it is specifically. So I was like, I'm talking about Rodney. He in the chat. Ask him.
Well, Rodney, what did the LGBTQIA plus community take from you that make you upset? I don't know. I mean, that's deep. That's my first hearing of this. So, did somebody take something from you? What did they take from you?
He
Did,
announced it in his live
did they take some
yesterday.
money from you? Did they take your virginity? What did they take?
He said it was something he really wanted. And he said
Hmm.
he wasn't gonna clarify because people on YouTube would try to play with it. And
Oh
he said
my!
he was really hurt by
Ooh,
it. He
that
said,
sounds
drop the
deep.
link, Pastor.
I'm dropping it. I see it. Lord Jesus, what's going on? I hope you ain't hearing voices. Room shaker, you hear that Brian, they say Brian is hearing voices. And they said he ran up them stairs with them compression socks. And he told the people who've been calling BEEFSECTOR, he said that come to your door, his door, he gonna snatch him in. He said he gonna snatch him in. And yeah. So let me, Lord Jesus, Rodney, I hope you okay. I hope nobody ain't take nothing from you. Hold on, let me let Rodney up. Okay, Rodney, what's going on?
Hold on a minute, Pastor. Hold on. Let me.
What did they take from you, Rodney? Did they take your
No, I'm
virginity?
not. I'm not gonna
What did
say,
they
but I will say this. Hold on.
did they take some money from you?
Hold on a minute. Hold on.
Oh, okay. Rodney said, hold on. Oh my. Room shaker?
Okay, can y'all
Yes.
hear me?
Okay,
Yeah,
well
I
we
we
can
hear
hear you,
you.
Rodney.
Okay. I'm not gonna go into detail like I said on my live because you know how the be sicker can get, and they will, use stuff against you. But it was an opportunity that I was very fond of, and it was, very rewarding. So and proud to have the opportunity, but all of a sudden, without warning and without hesitation, um it was taken away from me, and so I was devastated about it. So that's what it was. So that's why I put that post on the community wall that I'm so
Was it
devastated.
something that happened in the sector?
No, no, it wasn't. No, this was in my real life.
So did the gay people not in the beef sector took it, but somebody who is in your real life thwarted you the opportunity from doing something that was in the community?
Yes.
Was it because they found out that you were in the community and that kind of stopped it?
No, this was actually people that's LBGTQIA community also. Yeah,
Mm.
yeah. So
And it was something that you wanted to do and you were excited about doing it, but they
right,
kind of stepped in between and hindered you from doing what you wanted to do.
right, right,
Damn, that's
right,
deep, Rodney.
right. So yeah, but I don't want to go into detail about it because like I say, these folks would twist stuff around and use it against you and all that, and I don't have time for that. But yeah, but I'm all right. I mean, I'm okay.
So so
I mean,
so
life
um
goes on.
so Rodney is saying, and I want to make sure we're clear, it is not the LGBTQIA community in the beef sector that did something. It's something in his personal real life and that he holds on to. Now, does it shape the way you think about the LGBTQIA community on the beef sector? Because you know they can be real treacherous. So does that
Uh,
kind of
well,
spill into you?
that's in general. I feel like they could be just as bad as anybody else. Yeah,
Okay. That's
yeah,
interesting.
yeah.
That's interesting. So me taking that wrench, did it kind of erupt something? Did it like bring something into your spirit when that happened?
No, no, it was okay that you took the risk, but it's the way it happened, you know. So,
Well,
but
it
I
was
mean,
the way it happened, but again, you know, because you said you was loyal to somebody, and I'm like, okay, then, because that could mean a lot of things, Rodney. And again, you know now. Now,
but I
let me
was
say
loyal
this.
to you too, Jay Wilson.
Well, but
That's
see,
what.
this is the thing. You can't. Well, see, this is the thing. You are a big content creator now, and
Right.
and now you don't need to be loyal to me. You need to be loyal to yourself. Not to say that you can't be, you know, good with people and do right by people, but we did have a conversation. And so when that happened, it was time. It was really time because it would have happened. It would have happened anyhow. It didn't happen because I disliked you. It didn't happen because I thought you were a bad content creator. But it was a lot of stuff going on now, and I'm like, you know
Yeah,
what?
but I think you did it out of anger though, because I think it was one comment that you saw in the chat or something, and Tulsa kind of, you know, triggered it off. And so, and when you said you was gonna take my wrench, you go over there, you might with this, you might. So I heard anger in your
And
voice,
that's
and
what I meant though, because it's self-preservation. And again, it's self-preservation. And my thing is, this is what I keep on telling you now. You don't need nobody's stuff. You are self-sufficient on your own, that you're giving out wrenches and mod sticks. And so my thing is, when you get to the point where you are where you are, it is what it is. And I don't think, because I don't really compete against people. I know people say it's a competition. No, not for me. As long as I get my money, I'm good. But this is the deal. It's about self-preservation. And if anybody's trying to take your channel down or do all of this, or you say, okay, boom. So at that particular instance, I'm like, I don't know what's going on. I don't know. You know how people, it ain't no friends on YouTube.
right,
And I mean, and I truly believe that. I mean, it's not. So therefore, I'm like, well, Rodney, you wrong now. So you do you. But I just think that again, here you are, a full-fledged department store, and these Family Dollars and these Dollar Generals and Dollar Trees is trying to get you over there. But do what you got to do. I ain't mad at you, but I'm glad that you brought that up, and that's interesting. I try not to be vindictive. I really try to do things in a way, but I was very honest. I was very transparent. It's some stuff that was said. I'm like, nope. But I never controlled you. I never told you you couldn't mod for anybody else. I ain't never tell you that you could be friends with somebody. But when you put I'm loyal to people, then that sends a message. And I'm like, okay, no, yeah. So I'm good. But we good. And I don't hate Rodney. Y'all, I think Rodney is a good person. Rodney was a good mob when he was here. He did what he needed to do. But then, you know, Rodney, let me say this too. A lot of people, all of this blocking game war now, all of this war of the blocks and all of that stuff, like you go to limit and people be blocking you and stuff. You know, I think that a lot of stuff could happen as well. And so I don't ever want you to see somebody that I may be good with that you may can't stand and then they get blocked. So it's a lot of things. It's a lot of things. It's a lot of things, Rodney.
right. Yeah, well, I understand, you know, but yeah, but at that time when it happened, when you took that rent, baby, everybody went live about that, and I'm just like, wow, what the hell did just happen? I said, now him and Ness was over here, they was battling, and here I am, done pulled up in there, and got on my, I'm like, what the hell just didn't happen? But it's all good. It's no big deal about a my
I
stick.
hope you
It
made
is
some
what it
money
is,
off of that though, because that
huh?
was good content, and hopefully you made some money off of that because it's business. See, I don't get mad with people with the business. Like I told Honest Row, I said, Honest Row, baby, you need to go ahead and make some money off of this. Now we done met, so you need to go ahead and say, you know, surviving Pastor Jay in Virginia or whatever, or he left me hanging at the football stadium. Baby, it's money. It's money on the floor. So my thing is, I hope you made a coin because I'm not mad at people making a coin. I'm really not.
Well, like I say, it's all good. That's in the past. It is what it is. It happened. Like I say, we good. We will always be
Mhm.
good. They wanted me to, go off. And I said, no, I don't have no reason to go off on Jay Wilson. I
Yeah,
said
because
it was
I
kind
wasn't
of,
nasty. I hope I wasn't nasty. I thought
I
I was just really fair and even
no,
keeled
no,
about
yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah, well, you was kind of nasty. I'm gonna admit, but it's all good.
Well,
It's
how
all
was I
good.
nasty, Rodney? How was I
Back,
nasty?
back
How was I nasty?
when you took it, you go in my finesse. I heard it. You go in my finesse. You just go in my finesse.
Well, that's what
I
I said
said,
because you said you was loyal, so I'm like, go be loyal and mine for her. But did I call you out your name? Did I cuss you out and stuff? Did I do that?
no, no, you
See,
didn't.
see, see. I just told you to do what you wanted to do. That's all. I said, go ahead. If you loyal to her, I'm like, go on mine for her. I meant that. I'm like, go on mine for her. But I am gonna be a little bit messy, Rodney. So I heard that Ness was on your channel. She clicked the platform, and
Right.
they said that Jesus wasn't paying her like she needed. So they said she's trying to make a
Oh
comeback.
no, they did. No, they didn't. No, they didn't say that.
Okay.
No,
They
they
said
didn't
that
say
she
that.
came on, and then so they said she had to come back on your channel because they knew that you would be an easy entryway. What are your thoughts
I
though?
would
Why
be
you
what?
think she
Oh,
came back?
wait a minute, somebody. I can't hear you, Pastor. Hold on. Keep that thought, cause I can't hear you. I'm gonna drop down
Okay,
and come back up.
okay. Mm, mm. That's what I heard. Don't come for me. Don't come for me. Don't give me too much. That's what I heard. I heard that Jesus wasn't paying her as much as she wanted, and so she need to come on back over here. Now that's what I heard. And rent is going up in Seattle and groceries is going up real quick. And so they said that she need to come back. That's what I heard. Because I ain't been tracking the lady. I ain't even know she was on Rodney until y'all told me, but that's what somebody said. And they said Rodney would be an easy entry point for her to get back in. Rodney, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Yeah, so
Oh,
they
they
said
just
that
saying that
that,
they just
that
saying that because Nix didn't hit. They probably mad because Nix didn't hit they damn panel. She the first panel that I was the first panel that she hit. So that's probably why they saying it. So talk
okay.
about
Is she
Jesus
good
wasn't
with the
paying all.
gays now again? Because she was not real good with the gays at once. Is she good with the gays? Is Jesus released her to talk to the gays again? Because she wouldn't really own us. But I'm just
Oh,
asking.
oh, child, honey, whoever child, people crazy, child.
Okay. Well, are you happy to see her back though? Because again, it really doesn't matter. Can I say this again, y'all? The beef sector don't care who you are. The beef sector really doesn't care who you are. I can leave tomorrow and they will forget me in 2 weeks or less because that's how the beef sector is. It rolls on. Okay. It carries you, but it holds you. It doesn't hold you. It carries you, but baby, it holds everything. But again, you could be forgotten. The beef sector is just like water. It'll find a new way. It'll forge a new way. It carries a lot, but holds nothing. I mean, that's the beef sector. And so I don't know why people think that they are the best thing since sliced bread. And I'm not saying she thought that, but the beef sector will move on. It just doesn't stop because you gone. I mean, OGs can leave and yeah, and it'll be gone tomorrow. So to me, the beef sector's lost like Las Vegas. They don't care about their old buildings. They just blow them up and build something new. That's the beef
But this
sector.
is what I don't understand, Jay Wilson, because they keep bringing up, the old beef sector and stuff like that, and which that's fine and dandy. It's always good to know, to reminisce back to history and things like that. But they fail to realize that things change and people change. And my thing is, if you keep, try to remain anything into the same sector, I mean, into the same, category. I guess that's the word I'm looking for. That if you want to keep, the beef sector, I'm just going to talk about if you want to keep the beef sector in the same situation and in the same old ways or whatever, then the sector is not going to grow. You have to let new people in. You got to let new content in. You see what I'm saying? They
Hmm.
always reminiscing back, where this and that and I said, eventually, the old people is gonna get tired of beefing with each other. You see what I'm saying? They're
Yeah,
gonna get
but you
tired of
you
that.
you you
You can
got to
only
remember your
beef.
past to get to your future, and I think some people forget that. And I don't think I'm trying to say it shouldn't be anything new, but sometimes sometimes certain ways work. and some things it doesn't. I do think that the talent and the storylines or whatever we did, it was more organic. And I think the manufacturing stuff gets really old real quickly. You know, older things and things that are made slowly over time is better than some of the stuff that's quickly made. So you can get fast fashion, but it doesn't work. Um, Case in example, you can either get a Goodyear welded shoe that's going to be quality and last for 30 years, or you can get them glued shoes. They look nice, but then once the glue falls off, then you got to throw away the shoe and get another one. So I think we have to find a work between or a common ground of where we can be solid, so we're not thrown away, but yet, do new things. And I think that's the problem. New people aren't the problem, but it's like, do you have talent? Can you really sing, or are you just up here because you look good, you have a piece of a voice, and you're marketable? But during the time, are you going to still be surviving? And I say that, Rodney, because again, people always talk about the beef sector, but the beef sector is still vibrant. While all of these other sectors are disjointed and fragmented, the beef sector has always been here. And everybody wants to
Right.
be in the beef sector. So therefore, the beef sector had to do something right to still be here. So again, I understand what you're saying. You can't remain totally 100%, but
Right.
you can't forget where you came from either. Because as black
Right.
people, we can't forget. Because again, this is why we in trouble now, because a lot of folk done forgot the struggle. So now we think that, everybody's gonna like us. And then when we see real racism, we don't know how to handle it because again, we ain't never learned the struggle. So once you learn the struggle, then you can be progressive, but yet still be able to identify things from the past. Because let me tell you, Rodney, some things don't change. Um, since we've been in the world, wealthy people always tried to keep the poor poor and people from moving up. That is the way of the world. So once you know that and how it's done, then you can kind of sidestep that stuff. So that's how I feel about the beef sector. So I think that you got to have some historic buildings to know where you came from. You can't tear everything up. You know what I'm saying? That's
Right.
all I'm
Right.
saying.
And that's true. I mean, yeah, it's good to, to have your hold on a minute. Hold on, my mom calling me.
Okay. Yeah. So again, you all, I'm not saying that the beef sector shouldn't grow, but we went and we had missionaries to bring people over here that they didn't like the sector. They didn't like the people in the sector. So the whole goal was to destroy the sector. Not only are we going to try to come after your gay men, but we're going to come after your straight women too, and we're going to make them look stupid because that's what we want to do. So we're going to take them out on dates and we're going to touch their titties and all of that stuff to make them real cheap because we know they have some power over here, but we're going to show you all how powerless and how desperate y'all are over here. And then we're going to attack your gay men as well because again, we don't feel good about ourselves. We hate women for some reason. So we have this manosphere type atmosphere. So we're going to come into a sector where we don't really like the people to kind of destroy the people. Whereas people who were coming over identified with the community. They somehow identified and didn't feel threatened or didn't feel a kind of way about the people who were in the sector. These people, they really have a real disdain and a real hate for gay people, and they really have a disdain and a hate for strong black women. And so you got strong black women over here, you got unapologetically strong gay men over here, and then, you have secure straight men. Let's not forget about that because we do have secure straight men over here. And then we do have that lesbian population. So it is a diverse, it is very DEI over here. And a lot of people don't like diversity, equity, and inclusion, even within our own circles, even within our own blackness. Some people don't like diversity, equity, and inclusion. So again, it becomes a problem for them. I know who Rodney mods for. I know he mods for ZX, but guess what? Rodney is a grown person. I've given my thoughts on that. And if Rodney wants to mob for ZX, he has every right to because I'm not Rodney's
Now
father.
wait a minute. Now where did they come from out of the blue sky?
Somebody named Fire Marshal Billions said Pastor Rodney mods for ZX. And then they said Rodney
Okay,
chills
and
with a lot of
what that have to do with the
anti-gays.
conversation at hand right now?
Oh, he said to my, he said Tommy Sotomayor, ZX, and misunderstood. Well, Rodney is grown. Rodney is grown. And like I said, if that's what he does, he does. I mean, I may not agree with it, but Rodney has every right to do that. And like I told Rodney, people will show who they really are when they get mad. All you got to do is shake the bottle, and what's in it will come out of it. And it's not a matter of if, it's when. But again, Rodney has to be aware of that. And that's it. And the only thing you can do is say, okay, I don't agree with who you modding for or who you hanging with, but that's your business. And that's still his business.
You know what? It's always somebody that's doing weirdo shit down in the chat trying to start something. That was not the conversation at hand. You know, where did even ZX come in at? We wasn't on the subject of the ZX. We wasn't thinking about ZX over here. So what that got to do with the conversation at hand? That's crazy.
Well, let me say this. It does have a little bit to do with the conversation at hand because, again, he is a person who really wants to be in the sector, but yet he don't like the people who are in the sector. And we see him do some things to, yeah, and I think that that may have some things to do with it. But again, I always tell people it's what you want. And my thing is, I can't stop people from talking about the sector. We don't have a gate to keep people in and out, but it's the subscribers who subscribe to the people who let them in or out. So it's the subscribers who really do it. But once the subscribers get tired of the mess, then they'll leave as well. But it's totally up to the subscribers. So that's what I'm saying.
Baby,
Somebody
that
said
show.
Rodney can mod for who he wants to. He's grown. Exactly.
Well, baby, I tell you, you know what? This ZX thing, baby, that everybody show is in the uproar about that. But the
Somebody,
thing,
go ahead,
huh?
Rodney. Go ahead. Mhm.
No, I'm just saying, child, it is what it is. Y'all say that he would turn on me and stuff like that. But well, if that time, I tell it, people, if that time comes, then I would deal with it. I'm grown. I would deal with that.
Hmm. Hmm. And I think you will. So, yeah. Dr. Wilson, good morning. I'm dropping out of the clouds to say this. Remember, I said that Nest would be back in less than 3 months. And here we are enjoying the show back to the clouds for me. Okay. Okay. Well, nobody ain't said she back. She just came on Rodney's panel. That don't mean that she's coming back. That means that she just came on the panel. I'm just saying.
So
GX ain't as
West Oakland BC, and I agree with this. This as bad as Jay Dunn or Ken, I don't see the problem. Well, and
well. See,
Jay Dunn and Ken doing all kind of stuff.
and so my thing is, I don't have issues with Kim when he comes on my platform. It's usually specific, like the Kiki situation. He came on, but Jay Dunn can't even come on the platform. She's banned for being over here, and I think she's blocked.
Child,
So
she's
yeah,
banned from a lot of folks. She even banned over there over on Lemons, honey. But
yes.
Lemon to be crazy if he was to let her back over there because my thing is you already he already kissing the. I feel like Lemon is kissing a lot of butt over there to try to belong, especially with the crew. Those folks, the crew. As long as you kissing the crew's ass, you good with them, and I refuse to do that. So that I would never be cool with them because they want somebody to kiss they behind, and I refuse to. Baby, who are you?
Okay. Who is
Who
the
are
crew?
you? And my thing is, so how soon they forget when she came her ass up there on YouTube cameras, K Fit, and was trying to go off on Lemon about Miss Toby. So that says a lot about how she feel about Lemon. You see what I'm saying? But like I say, as long as you kissing they behind.
You talking about King Roman? I thought he was gone. Is the crew
Now
still
this was
doing anything?
now this was before. I think this is before King Roman left. But now I was just saying that I was just saying that they don't give a fuck about him over there because what as long as you kissing their asses, then you good with them.
Okay. Well,
See,
look,
Lemon got a lot of problems, and then he got that fat weird over there modded up that has dragged him in the past. That has screenshotted his Discord, sending messages from his Discord and passing around to different people and stuff. He done done all that to Lemon, and he's sitting over there with a whole mod stick over there. Those folks don't give a damn about him over there.
well,
A bunch of damn trolls in the crew over there.
but see, this is the flip side of it, right? And people can say the same about you and ZX. So I just think that it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of
ZX
when.
ain't well. I can
And,
understand it, but me and ZX, we ain't never we ain't had words yet. You see what I'm saying? We
okay.
had words in the past, but we squashed it.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
we had words in the past and
All
we
right.
squashed it.
Well, I'm glad y'all squashed it.
But did she?
Well,
But did she even apologize to Lemon? Did she even try to say, my bad, I'm wrong for no, no, she haven't.
mm, 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 mm.
Then on top of that, um,
Or,
King Roman, back when her and K Fit had when I mean with her damn when Ghetto and K Fit had words, King Roman struck up live, went live, going off on Lemon and Ghetto. They took their asses over there kissing ass. And then K Fit came up there, going off as well. I said, baby, please.
mm. Well, we'll see. I want to give a shout out to Treasure Lane. Treasure, we saw you in your one piece on that balcony showing thigh. My God, today showing thigh and throwing shade at the same time. We see you over there. Okay, now don't. Okay, you're getting a little fresh over there on that cruise ship. So,
I understand everything that's going on. What do you mean I'm not understanding? I
ooh,
understand everything that's going on. Like I say, I'm not finna kiss nobody's ass in order to belong to them. Hell no. I'm not
mm.
finna do it.
Okay, Rodney. Well, we hear you. But Rodney, don't forget now. We saw you treasure. Mm, okay. Um, mm. Anyway, look, I got some ham in my mouth, Jesus. But Rodney, all I'm gonna say to you is you have your own channel, you have your own platform, you have your following, and you need to go ahead and walk in the authority that you have. And sometimes I don't think you walk in your authority. And who gives a damn who says what? I don't. I mean, people telling me, when you gonna leave, Jay? I thought you supposed to leave when I get ready. And I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do, and that's what you got to do, and you got to do that. And I'm gonna say this too, you know, um, make sure that you have a strategy to be in the upper hand. Make sure you know what people's angles are. Look at their past because it'll give you a good indication of what their future look like. And if people have dumped on folk and switched on folk, they're gonna do the same to you. Because again, the past is a good indication what they do in the future. And so my thing is this, like my granddaddy said, it ain't nothing wrong with being used. It's how you get used. Because if you ain't being used, you're useless. But you just got to make sure that in that frame of things that
I agree with Church Girl
you
down in the chat. I
you're
agree
doing
with
what you
her.
need to do. What did church girl say? ZX honestly no different. But see, this is the thing. Since he's no different, then you need to be smart enough to have a strategy. Y'all talking about, oh, well, the beef said to be doing this, and be. I don't give a damn. There are no friends on YouTube, so you better have a strategy, and that's all I'm saying to you, Rodney. Because again, people will flip on you, and when you get emotionally involved, and if you don't look at this as
Oh yeah, I
transaction
perfectly
and
can
as
understand.
business, then
Not to
you got a
cut you
problem.
off. Not to cut you off, Jay, but I perfectly understand that people. I done had several people here in the beef sector that has flipped
Okay.
on me.
So if they
Yeah,
flip on you,
so
then why? Okay, so if that's one, if the people will flip on you that you have relationships with, then you know people you barely have relationship don't give a damn about you either. That's all I'm saying, Rodney. It doesn't matter. I don't care if you from the Zufa Boo section. I don't care if you from the mama who breastfeed their children instead of giving them a bottle section. They'll turn on you. That's all I'm saying. It doesn't matter the sector because people are going to be people no matter who they are in real life and in the beef sector. And all I'm saying is that you need to watch carefully and you need to look at telltale signs and red flags. That's all. Now, I'm going to say this, and I've said it before. This situation with Demise, it was a mess. And again, I understand you apologize, but for the mere fact that that man was fighting with Envy and RNYTV and you had something to say, that's a lot. For the mere fact that Shakim will get on your channel and say some stuff about folk, that they know what they're doing. They know what they're doing, and they're messy as hell. And you'll be caught up in the middle of some stuff. And this is what I say: you have to be neutral, like the wrench with me and you in the nest thing. Now, let me say this: I don't have nothing against you, but you're right. And when you say you loyal, I'm good. Then I'm good because again, you're a big enough content creator. But because now I'm looking at it like I know Rodney's good people. I know that I ain't never had no problem with Rodney. And you know what? I'm not gonna have a problem with Rodney, and I'm gonna go ahead and do this wrench because if some pop off, it's me and her now, and he don't have nothing to do with it. He don't have nothing to do with it. There is no conflict of interest now. No conflict of interest. Because again, people will put you in a conflict of interest and you don't have nothing to do with it, but it's a conflict of interest. And that's all I'm saying on that, Rodney. So all I'm saying is this is business. Protect your brand. Self-preservation is what's really going on today. And I love people, but like the flight attendants manual said, put your own oxygen mask on first before helping others. Because we want to put everybody else's oxygen mask on first, and then we still here dead. And because we ain't put our oxygen mask on. So make sure you put your oxygen mask on your channel. And at the end of the day, it's about your channel.
right. Well, fire marshal billions. When that time comes, then I would deal with that. But it's people like you that want me to fall out with ZX. So yeah, it's people like you that wants me to fall out with that man.
Well, I don't even think it's the people. They just know. They just know the pattern. And all I'm gonna say is they know the pattern. And just make sure you watch out for it. They know the pattern, and
And I
so yeah.
also know the
Because
pattern over here as
how many
well.
times that he done fell out and apologized to me, and then the next thing you know, now I heard that he's trying to dox and all of this stuff, and an apology means nothing when the action doesn't line up with the apology. So therefore, after a certain point of time, you just don't keep on going there. You just move on back. And let me say this: you're no different than I am. So my thing is, you're not special. You're just okay for right now, and that's all I'm saying with that, Rodney. It is what it is. I ain't trying to look. I ain't trying to separate you or nothing because he's gonna do that himself. Or you're gonna say something that he may not agree with, and then the next thing you know, you'll be up in line to get insults and you'll be a yag and all of that stuff. But again, I'm glad that y'all playing nice. I'm glad it's a truce right now, and I'm glad that y'all need to do what y'all need to do.
Well, that's all that matters. Like I say, it won't. If he does, if it does happen, it won't be the first and it won't be the last. Jay Wilson, I've dealt
Okay.
with. I've dealt with that, many times here in the beef sector. I have supported, channels and CCs up in here, and without warning and without unprovoked, they have turned on me. So it is what it is.
Okay. Well, look,
And I can
Rodney,
name
I gotta.
a few CCs that have done that. I can name a few of them.
We can all go down the line. We all have that to happen. So I'm with you. Well, look, Rodney, I actually have to get to a meeting. I'm not like Sassy. I really got to get to a meeting. But thank you for coming on and explaining that.
All
So
right, let me
Rodney
drop
pretty much
down.
explained it. Thank you again, Rodney. Thank you, Room Shaker and V Miss O for coming up and all of you all here. And y'all have a good day. And Trace, you better stop hanging out on them balconies showing that thigh, showing them thighs. Go put on some clothes. Y'all have a good one. Peace and love. Bye.